Superintendent that was formerly tabled on 11/13.
No more discussion, you have to take it off.
Yes, is there a motion to take that off the table?
Take it off the table.
Paul made a motion to remove it from the table.
Now you have to ask me a second.
Any
I'll
second?
second it.
Suzanne second. Roll
Question,
call to
comments, or-
remove that from the table, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Anyone?
Yeah, that's
Opposed?
fine.
Okay,
Anyone
Um,
opposed?
okay. Discussion and motion to add the
I'm sorry.
job is,
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Larry.
Comment. I just made some, different things that was in and then it said it was a draft. Is that what we're voting on?
Well, I made a draft, you can vote on it, if you want to vote on it, you can vote on it, but I can
When
make
it
a
had the
change.
corrections in it,
Sure.
the weight thing was one,
So
there's
we
a
have
couple other, just trying to
So-
be fair.
there'd have to be a motion,
Didn't bring that up as a motion yet.
Well, no,
yeah,
it-
so there'd have to be a motion to, and then
Well, I'll
discussion
make a
would start.
motion that we vote on the corrected job description for the.
So
road
you're-
superintendent.
If I recall from the earlier conversation, your motion would be that you would make a motion to add that job description under the condition that number 4 is taken out,
And
and the
there's a
100
100
pounds
pounds
is
in there,
just
yeah.
what, 50 pounds?
Yeah, it's not fair to.
Okay,
the superintendent.
absolutely, I just wanna make sure for her notes that the motion is the way you, so
That's-
it's, you would like to add this job description to the employee handbook under the prefix or whatever, that number 4, is it number 4, correct?
Four.
Well, 50, Mr. Spears wants to change it from 100 pounds to 51 pounds.
And then
And
number
delete
4 is.
paragraph 4 in totality.
Yeah.
Delete paragraph 4 in its totality, you're our note taker,
Yeah, I did.
and change 100 pounds to 50 pounds,
51.
51 pounds.
Yeah, it's not, I understand.
Now, what,
Where's that?
If we're gonna require somebody to do something, we need to have the document he's responsible to be
Okay.
accurate.
So,
Okay.
so his motion would be approve that job description with those two changes.
Okay.
Have we made a motion yet to approve that?
not
He
yet.
just made a motion to approve that job description with those two changes.
It's a modification.
So do you want to call this road superintendent, road master, or do you want to call it road superintendent? What do you want to call the
Should
position?
you just go-
Road superintendent. What is this road master thing?
That's what I do in other places, we call, sometimes,
I
There's a
thought
lot
we
of
were
working-
road masters, or we have to be appointed
There's
road
that,
master.
well, no, we're all roadmasters, there's some people that it's, in some townships, they actually have a full-time job being a roadmaster, they work for their community and they're a supervisor, so, you know, that, I guess, would just cover it if that ever happened 10 years from now, that job description would affect somebody that came in.
And
I'm
it's,
fine with taking it off of there, I don't care either way, but that's the,
I think
Original
you can-
motion to bring him on board as road superintendent.
correct.
this is a job description in the handbook, so it's
Right.
for either or. So road master, road superintendent. If years from now, he doesn't exist, and a supervisor comes on board and is running the road crew as their full-time job, the job description would cover them too.
Well, let the people 10 years from now worry.
That's what, I'm fine with that too.
So what do you want to call him, road superintendent only then?
Road superintendent, that's what Kenny's job is, road superintendent.
Okay.
You know, can't keep boxing the guy in.
This
That's why I
isn't,
went
this
to-
isn't about him though, this is a handbook thing, this isn't specific to Ken.
I've
So,
seen, Michelle.
I'm
you-
fine with it, I'm just saying,
I
this
know,
isn't
you
about
know as
boxing
well as
him in.
I've looked through every job description, one says Peters Creek in it, one is, we never do, we start to do things right, okay, I'll give you
Peters,
that.
in Peters Creek, that's the line, I didn't do that.
Peters Township, by
I'll
the way,
blame
not
you
Peters
anyhow,
Creek.
Dennis. You know.
That was Mr. Sadowski's suggested job description from 2017.
Let's call him a road superintendent, if that's okay.
That's fine, well,
Thank
we're
you.
gonna call the job description, keep in mind, this is the way it's going in the handbook, this has nothing to do with this.
So is there a motion to adopt the job description of road superintendent with a modification of 100 to
51
Reducing
pounds
the
and
weight from
deleting,
100 to 51
deleting
for
the
non-law
paragraph
standards,
4.
and get rid of paragraph 4, because we
Okay.
don't do the training, and he's gonna get stuck with it.
That is his motion, is there a second to Larry's motion?
I'll second
that. Okay.
Discussion.
Okay, I have to have discussions, go ahead.
I sent you an email regarding the job description and the, contract, which you forwarded to Mr. Maple.
Correct?
Yeah,
Were those changes incorporated, or
so we're getting close to executive session time.
if we are doing it,
Well, this is the thing is, some of the things you asked for can't be in one person's job description and not in every, so they're handled earlier on in the employee handbook under code of conduct. But putting it in for one person's job description and not having it in all of the other job descriptions could look like a problem.
it's just been a standard.
Now, if you don't like the way the beginning of the handbook is for code of conduct, we can look at that, but we can't put in those specific things that you asked for under one person. and not under
He-
I know if it was considered.
He basically, on November 25th, he wanted to, some typographicals, I'll make sure the typos aren't there.
Right.
Okay?
Okay,
Alright.
so there was a first and a second. That was Larry made the motion
With the corrections.
with the corrections, and Carl seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So what I'll do is I'll make that correction, next week, and you guys can make sure it's correct.
And then Janice can put in the digital form of the employee handbook.
I'll really do it.
Okay, motion to execute the contract with Kenneth Puglisi Senior for $55 an hour with no benefits other than the paid days off set forth in the employee handbook, formally tabled on 11/13/24. I'm gonna make a motion to remove it from the table. Is there any second to remove that item from the table?
I'll second it.
All in favor of removal?
Aye.
Okay, now, motion to execute the contract with Kenneth Puglisi for $55 an hour with no benefits other than the paid days off set forth in the employee handbook.
Is this a discussion part now?
Yes,
Well, someone has to make a motion.
have to be first and second in discussion.
Is there any motion to?
I'll make the motion.
I have to ask for second.
I'll go ahead and second. Now it's discussion.
I personally don't have any issue with giving Kenny a contract. I believe we need to meet with him along with the new township manager, so everybody's on the same page. I think we need to, since we adopted a new hiring procedure 2 weeks ago, I'd like to see the completed background check completed. I know he's taken drug tests because he's gone through that, PSAT thing for CDL, so forth and so on. And we could do that, have a discussion with Mr. Puglisi, and put that on the next month's agenda, and all Dennis had to do is change some of the dates and some of the language. That's my discussion.
Any other discussion? No? Okay, so we have a first and a second. All in favor to execute the contract with Kenneth
As
Puglisi?
is?
Well, keep in mind, no, because this has road superintendent, road master.
Right.
So I have to modify, take out the road master off the agreement, because that's what you guys just talked
Yeah.
about. So that has to be modified.
Yeah, I just think we owe the new township manager a conversation, opportunity to talk, to hear what's going on. I think there's a couple things we need to do, because we did change the hiring practice. Just some steps, I don't think there's any issue, that's part of mine.
So outside the modifying I thought we already talked about the modifying,
No, but the agreement, you talked about this road superintendent job description, we're using it road supervisor, you guys said.
Same language.
So what I'm saying is you have to be consistent. So if you're gonna adopt, so with the agreement saying road superintendent, I don't,
That's what it already says.
yeah, but the agreement has road superintendent, road master. So I have to delete the road master off that agreement to be consistent.
Okay, so what do we do about, we have a first and a second
So-
on the table?
So
We
basically,
modify it?
so there's a motion
Restate
to amend your, is there, whoever made the first and second, you amend,
Carl made the motion.
so, and who made the second?
I made
Do
the
you agree to
second.
amending that motion to delete road master off of that agreement? Mr. Hanford,
Mr. Hanford, do you wanna modify
I'll
your?
agree.
now you have to ask, now you have to agree to amend your second.
Alright, I will amend my second. Okay. So, the motion to execute the contract with Kenneth Puglisi for $55 an hour with no benefits other than the paid days off set forth in the employee handbook.
As
As
road super,
road superintendent, with the modification of road superintendent with no roadmaster. All in favor? Aye.
aye,
All
opposed?
opposed?
Yes,
Aye,
Okay.
opposed.
we're not gonna have a discussion with the township manager at this end of the.
No, I think you should have discussion.
So do I.
So we will.
Whoa.
But let me just tell you one thing also, and again, I just thought about some things I saw recently. Do you guys, do you evaluate your employees on an annual basis, by the way?
Supposed to by the employee handbook.
Well, just like the township, you have a new township manager coming up, but I know I deal with this, the other townships that have managers. You should evaluate, you know that, because you've employed.
You do it every year.
You should evaluate your township manager, you should evaluate your township roadmaster, superintendent, whatever he is. You should evaluate all your employees, because if you don't evaluate, if you have to go to discipline, what happens?
You don't
Person-
have any background.
I have no
in this matter
background.
Situation.
So, if you want, I'll get you a form to use other townships to evaluate these
There
folks.
is one in the employee handbook.
Okay, well, if there is,
You can have your office review it.
I'm just saying,
2020.
you need to evaluate your employees on an annual basis. I don't know whether you do that here or not, I mean, it's not my job to check, but you should.
Yeah, clarify what we just did.
You made a motion to, the board approved by a vote 3-2 to approve agreement with Mr. Delisi as road superintendent.
What about the discussion with the township manager and then the whole board?
Well, I think,
With Kenny?
I think what you ought to do after this, I think the council, the supervisors and the township manager should meet with Mr. Delisi in executive session. to talk about it.
Fair. What about the back?
I, you know, I could do- if you want, I could do
Yeah,
it.
but we're doing things after the fact, we just went
He's
through the
already hired.
discussion.
He's already worked there,
I understand,
so we did a contract with him. He already worked there.
but he didn't have a contract before. I'm not trying to crucify the guy. If we're gonna have a process that we talked about 2 weeks ago, then we need to follow the process.
Okay, moving on. I have to get the Bailey insurance by 8 o'clock. The motion's been made, it's been voted on.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Motion to accept